From VTV Channel 6 Studios in downtown Vernal, this is Local Point with your host, Chris Piner.
Welcome to Local Point, brought to you by Strata Networks. I'm your host, Chris Piner, and on today's show, I'm joined by Mike Harrington and Brian Gorham, members of the Vernal Rotary Club, who are here to tell us about Santa's community effort.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Chris.
Good. It's good to have both of you here, too. Sorry for the awkward pause, but it's a new thing with Rotary Club, right? I've never had those two in the same sentence, Rotary Club and Santa's community effort.
No, it's a new thing.
It's a new
and we're
thing.
excited about it. That's the great thing about it.
That is exciting. I want to talk about both of these things,
okay.
But I wonder if we could just talk a little bit about the Rotary Club and just an overview of what Rotary is in a community, and then we'll talk a little more about the effort and some of the other things you're up to. Who wants to take that one?
Well, Rotary's been around for over 100 years. It's the largest service organization in the world, and we're lucky enough to have a chapter here. And our club is 60 years old, and we've tried to do good things in the community, and a part of our mission statement is to do good things around the world. So we do good things around the world, and then we try to focus on our community.
Right. And Rotary, what is it? It's a service organization, but it's not the only service organization. There are others. What makes Rotary unique?
Well, it was the original service organization, and also it's the oldest. So
others got the idea from Rotary.
Sure. And, we don't care who does good things as long as people are doing good things.
Right.
So what we like to do is we actually like to partner with other people, with other organizations. The great thing is we're non-religious, we're non-political, so we can work with any organization, and it doesn't matter who gets the credit as long as the person that we're trying to help is being helped.
As long as good things are happening.
That's right.
So tell me about the name Rotary. What does that mean? And then the logo, which everybody recognizes,
right.
Looks like a machine part.
Well, it's actually a rotary wheel. It's a gear. And the way Rotary was actually formed is Paul Harris formed Rotary. He had a couple of friends, and he was an attorney in Chicago. He was from I think New Hampshire originally. So he had gone to Chicago to make his fame and fortune, and he got lonely because he was there alone. He formed an organization with the people that he did business with, and they rotated the club meetings one business to the next.
Right.
That's how it became Rotary.
Rotary.
And actually the first service project they did was actually building a toilet for the subway in Chicago. And one thing that we do today is we build toilets and clean water wells and other things like that in third world countries.
Still do that in
We still do
homage to that
Sure.
original service project. So did the logo then come later, the emblem of the wheel?
It just kind of, it's
fit
always
with Rotary and
yeah. I look at it two ways. We rotate around, and now we're in one centralized location, but we rotated, and then if you look at it, you can be one part of this organization, and just kind of work together with other organizations. So
right. So it's well thought out.
Yeah.
I've always wondered that. So when you come into a city, you'll see that sign as you're entering the city limits, showing that there's a Rotary group.
We're in over 250 countries. We have 35,000 clubs. We have 1.2 million members, and the great thing is, like Afghanistan. Right now, we're doing a push for polio, and Afghanistan is one of the countries that still has polio endemic. And it's not the Catholic Church,
right.
or the LDS Church or UNICEF or some other organization coming in with a political or a religious philosophy. It's the Rotary Club. We don't have a religious philosophy. We don't have a political philosophy. We're just there to help. So we go in where other organizations can't.
Right. So doors may even open to you.
Sure.
Because of that.
And we work with other organizations. So it's, like I said, we just want the end product to be good and the people to be helped.
What a great organization to be a part of.
Yeah, we'd like to be seen as sort of a focal point as far as service in the community. I know that there are lots of people in the community that are looking for ways to serve the community.
Right.
And we're always open to new members. You do have to be invited into the club, but certainly we'd be open to anybody coming to check us out. Right now we meet on Thursdays at noon at the Quarry Restaurant.
Now, what a perfect fit to now have Santa's community effort, which is right within the realm of the things that you already do and would like to do.
That's
Sure.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were approached just recently by the founding members of the Santa Community Effort. We had Kathy Mashburn and Teddy Evans, who have been doing it for over 20 years in this community. Great service. Every year they make sure that every kid in this community has a great Christmas. And we were approached by them, and they just felt like they didn't have enough time to be able to do it this year, and so they asked. They were looking for organizations to take it over, and we were all too glad. This is the ideal thing for a club like ours to do.
Have you been doing things like this already around the holiday season? What do you normally do? I mean, you're always engaged in
Sure.
things.
Well, what's funny is we've always adopted a family or 2 or 10.
Right.
But now what we want to be is the lead organization that coordinates. We don't want to do everything. We want other people to help us out.
Right.
We don't want the glory. We want to make sure that every kid that needs
That good things
help
are happening, like we said before.
needs that will find
All
them.
right. Well, we're going to talk a little bit more about the effort and some of the other important things that we want to get out there. So it was a pretty good introduction, a little history lesson for me too. Thanks. And we'll be right back now after this message from our sponsor, Strata Networks.
Strata Networks is proud to bring the first true 4G LTE network to the Uinta Basin. 4G LTE is the most powerful mobile broadband available anywhere in the world. With speeds up to 10 times faster than 3G, you can stay connected like never before. Video chat without delay, stream HD TV or movies in an instant, and download or upload in seconds. For details, visit us in Roosevelt or Vernal or call 622-5007. More speed, more power. 4G LTE, only from Strata Networks.
Welcome back to Local Point. We're talking about the Vernal Rotary Club and some Santa's community effort with Brian Gorham and Mike Harrington. In our first segment, we talked quite a bit about Rotary and answered some questions I've always had about this great service organization. But you've taken on the Santa's community effort this year to make things even more within your mission statement. So let's talk a little bit about Santa's community effort now. Do you want to take this one, Mike?
Sure.
What is it anyway?
Basically, historically, like I said, it's been going on for about 20 years, and historically, those who are in need, who may not have been able to provide the type of Christmas that they've anticipated,
Yeah.
or they'd be able to pick up applications at Davis Jubilee, and then we would be picking up those applications, and from those applications there's some information about the age and gender of children, what type of toys that they wanted, maybe even some additional things like coats and boots and winter clothing. And then what we would do is we would create these ornament type tree hangings. They're just slips of paper that actually have that information on there. And so then we would set up trees at Trees for Charity and Davis Jubilee and Walmart, and then we would hang those gifts on the trees, and people often refer to them as angel trees. But people would come into those different stores and they'd take them and then go out and buy whatever on there, and then they would return them to where our office is. And this year our office is at the county building. It's in the old treasurer's office within the county building. And we've followed that path to an extent. We don't have a tree at Walmart this year. They've been willing to do that. I want to make that clear. They've been very willing to work with us. But we set the tree up at Jubilee, and then we set the tree up at Trees for Charity. And almost every single gift that we asked for on those tree hangings was taken and purchased, and so we've been able to take care of most of the needs. So we actually didn't need to set up a tree at Walmart this year.
All right. So you mentioned Mountain America Credit Union, or you didn't mention Mountain America, but that was part of it too. You were going to get to Mountain America. You mentioned the application at Davis Jubilee.
That's right.
Is that still the case? You said historically that's where people went.
And that's correct. And that's where most of the people, historically what happens is that people pick those up in October and November, and then we go ahead and pick them up toward the end of November, 1st of December. And that's what we've done this year. There was a rumor going around that Santa's community effort wasn't going to happen this year. And so I think the result of that was twofold. I think that people didn't look to Davis Jubilee as much as they had in the past. But I also saw a whole bunch of other organizations also starting their own efforts to make sure that people got a Christmas this year, which was awesome, and wouldn't expect anything less from Vernal. But certainly, I think that less people came to Davis Jubilee to pick up those applications. We want to make sure that everybody knows that, in fact, those applications are available.
How long could someone pick up an application and turn it in? How long could you take those?
What we've asked is that we had preferred that people pick them up by December 13th. But we realize that this year we may be up against the actual holiday, and so if anyone wants to, certainly they can, even a few days before Christmas, can go in and take a look and see if their application's still at Davis Jubilee. We'll be checking right up until the holiday as far as our fundraising to make sure that everything's covered, just in case we don't have people to actually go then and take these gifts off the tree and purchase them. We do have a Mountain America account, as you mentioned.
That's where Mountain America came in. So people could actually just go right to Mountain America and donate to the Santa's Community Effort account.
Exactly.
And they know what you mean.
That's right. It's called the Santa's Community Effort account. And if you go into any Mountain America, you can just mention that account and go ahead and donate. What we'll be doing then is taking those funds and these last-minute gifts that we're going to be buying. I know that Rotary has set aside a few $1,000s actually to help out with those gifts. But certainly we'd benefit from any donations at the Mountain America account as well.
Right. Are there other ways that people could help you with the effort?
Well, right now we want people to get the word out that Santa's Community Effort is working. We are
It didn't go away; it just transitioned.
Exactly.
To the
Exactly.
Rotary
It
Club.
went from a couple of individuals. You know, hey, we all get tired. It's one of those things that you can only do so much in life.
The baton was passed.
The baton was
and that
passed,
happens.
and the great thing is it was passed to an organization that has been here for 60 years.
And is excited
and it's
about
going to be here for another 160 years. We're excited about it. This is right up our alley. We help kids every day, and we're going to help every kid in Vernal have a great Christmas.
Rotary is always attached to the dictionary program, literacy,
Exactly.
and winter coats, and all kinds of things.
So
like
the things that we do in the community, we do a lot of them for kids.
Right.
The Dictionary Project, Coats for Kids, literacy through the schools. It's all about making our kids better.
That's right. We even give out scholarships at the end of the year for high school students.
That's
In fact,
right.
we've
I've seen
transferred-
those for many years.
That's right. We've transitioned actually this year. Instead of focusing just on high school seniors, we're allowing anybody that's going to be entering and taking classes in the fall to apply that spring before they actually enroll that fall. But we do those scholarships. We have teacher awards where
Right.
teachers can actually apply and we give them cash awards for projects in their classrooms.
So this, again, is just a perfect fit, and the whole goal is to help people. But again, those who may want to help, what could they do? If somebody's got some money, they could take it down to Mountain America. Are there other ways that people might be able to help?
Well, we're getting in new families every day.
Right.
So, you know, if you want to sponsor a family or a child, give me or Mike a call. My phone number is 828-1557. That's my cell.
My
Mike?
number is 828-0220, and that's my cell as well. Or you can contact us by email at vernalrotaryclub@gmail.com.
All right.
And the thing is, we don't want any kid to be left behind.
I was going to say, you mentioned that to me
it's-
off camera. No
Yeah.
child's going to be left behind this
We,
Christmas.
you know, I mean, we're all kids at heart, and we all love to see those kids open up a present on Christmas morning. You know, that's what it's all about. Is the joy that it brings, and we want to facilitate that. We want to work with other organizations, and we just want to make sure that that nobody's left behind.
Well, an exciting new era for Santa's community effort.
Exactly.
Great that it's
Yep.
in the hands of Rotary, so that's comforting for all of us. Thank you both for coming today, and
Thanks.
best wishes with the effort, and happy holidays to the two of you.
Thank you. You
And
too.
all of the Rotary Club, and to you as well. And we thank you for watching today's show. That's all for now. Please join us next time right here on VTV Channel 6.